basically get what I want. So if you see, and everything's seniority order, right? So let's say my seniority number is 20,338. Someone with 20,337, we both have 8As at the same time, and they preference the same trip as me, they're gonna get it because they are higher seniority than I am. So seniority means everything. If you have an option to choose a training class, try to choose the one that's the earliest, because your seniority is going to be based on when you train. So it's based on when you train and your age in your training group. So my seniority is pretty good because despite how old y'all may think I am much older than that. So there you go. All right, but 8As are not a bad thing. Don't feel like fearful of them or anything like that. And that's the only time you would really get short called. But you will have 3 hours to report in New York because you cover all 3 airports. On your 8As though, you can be sent to Newark. Like in our bidding system, I bid to avoid Newark. So Newark does not go on my schedule, only JFK and LaGuardia. But you can always go in and swap with open time. So if I see a trip and the trip balancer allows me to, it's kind of complicated, guys, but once you get hired and get on the line, you'll understand it. If the trip balancer allows me to swap it, I can. It doesn't matter if it's a freaking trip to Sao Paulo, Brazil, that's a regular position, because we have LOD as well, but I don't speak any other languages. But as long as I can swap it, I can swap it. So, you know, yeah, it's very flexible in that sense, and it's not as difficult as people think it may be. So 8As are adventure days. Remember, you signed up for this roller coaster, so you gotta go on a ride sometime. Just don't worry about it. It's all good. We only have 6 days. Some airlines are on reserve the whole month, so y'all just be happy with what you got. All right. So the other thing about, I guess I should say about your 8As is you can place them for drop. So I just had 8As the other day, and this time I did it in 3 and 3. You could do it 3 and 3, or you could do all 6. I was on standby the first day, and I placed the last 2 for drop. So scheduling, because the operation was good enough, they dropped them from my schedule, and I was free to pick up whatever I wanted. So we have a great system. I love my airline. I love my job. Let me just say that we have a very great system, and it's very flexible. So yes, shout out to the scheduling guys for dropping my 8As, okay? All right, so in terms of hours, I've also gotten the question, well, how many hours do you have to work? With my airline, you only have to do 45 hours minimum per month. You can work as much as your pretty little heart desires, but you have to do 45 hours to keep your benefits. So I have friends who, like, over the summer, because summer is like pretty busy, lots of good trips and all that. I have friends who flew like damn near 200 hours. I think the most I did in the summer was 115, and we had summer incentives and stuff. I only did 115 one month, and then after that I was like wiped out. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. It was just like way too much for me. So that is why I do other things than fly, because it's one thing to be going on vacation, but it's another thing to fly a whole lot and then you're tired. So you can pick up trips. So like, let's say they give you a whole bunch of domestics and you're like, oh man, I wanted to go international. And you're probably gonna get domestics. Not probably, you're gonna get domestics because you're a new hire. So you're gonna be given kind of like the crappy stuff. But you can go in and swap them, or you can pick up trips, like go into the swap board and you're like, hey, oh my God, there's a trip to Accra, which I am still looking for. So, and I really want to go to Dakar. So I have some places on my list that I want to go to, and those are 2 of them. So you can go in and pick up what you want, and you can fly with friends and all of that. And even when you bid, you can buddy bid, and we have a monthly bidding system. So you bid for your layovers. I usually will bid for warm destinations because I'm just a palm tree kind of girl. I don't always get what I want, but I make it happen, and I work my schedule out to the point where I get what I want. So I'm very happy and very blessed. All right, so let's talk about meals on the go. So I have been food prepping because I find it easiest for me. Occasionally I'll have like meals out and about with the crew, or if I'm just like so lazy I don't bring my meals, but I try to bring my meals as best I can because it is just so important to know what you're eating and know what you're putting in your body. Plus, I don't eat meat. I haven't ate meat for 26 years. Okay, so like I told y'all, I'm much older than you think I am. And no, I'm not 26. I'm older than that. But yeah, so I try to bring my food. I try to like meal prep and just kind of plan accordingly. And you know, your hotels have microwave, I'm sorry, well, some of them have microwaves, like maybe in the lobby area, occasionally in the room, but they have refrigerators and you can do ice packs and all of that. So it's just really important to just know what you're putting in your body. Drink your water all the time. You're in the air and you're gonna get so dehydrated if you don't. So life after training, don't stop drinking your water. Don't stop it, don't stop it, don't stop. All right, so let's talk about those CBTs. Remember those computer-based trainings I was talking to you guys about? Well, they never end. Someone just texted me. My boo. Hey, baby. All right. So those computer-based trainings never, ever end. If you can, bring your laptop on the road with you, because when you're in your hotel and it's not necessarily somewhere where you love to lay over or you're just tired and you have a little time, you can get those computer-based trainings done. And we have to do things to stay, what's the word I'm looking for? Stay in good standing with the FAA. So you just have to meet your qualifications, just like we have our once a year we have to go back to the training center and just get recertified, you know, to get those passengers off the plane and make them jump and slide. Leave everything. Don't bring your luggage, because they will. So don't forget about those. Uniforms. We do not pay for uniforms at my airline. We were given 400 points and you can decide what it is that you would like to wear. They will fit you in those items and there you go. So I got everything, but I ultimately decided that for my brand, I only wear the red dress. That is just what I have chosen to do. I do have the other pieces just in case, but the red dress also helps because when I do brand ambassador events, I do have to wear the red dress. So it's just my signature and it's what works for me. I think it looks good on me. It makes me feel good. And if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. So I like to stand out. So put the red dress on, put the red lip on, and hello somebody. Welcome aboard. Today we are going to Miami or Puerto Rico or wherever we're going. But that's my thing. So just know that you don't have to pay for uniforms. You are responsible for your luggage. And I would suggest not getting your luggage until you're through with training, simply because you want to make sure you pass, but we know you're going to, right? Because you're going to earn your wings. But just kind of wait and just fill out the different luggage pieces. And there's a uniform store in Atlanta. We have a uniform crew store you can go to and just kind of fill it out and see what you need. But if you decide to get it before, then more power to you. But that's just my opinion and that's all. So let's talk about layovers. Layovers are your time for you to do whatever you want. You have your own room. So when you guys get to the hotel, like your flight leader signs everyone in and yeah, it's your room. So like if you decided that you wanted to, I don't know, have like a friend come with you or a friend meet you there or whatever, they can totally sleep in your room. Like your room is yours to do whatever you want. You're not sharing a room with anyone. And like I said in a previous video, as soon as you get to your room, make sure you check your room. Nothing has ever happened to me, but it's just an extra precaution. So I advise you to park that suitcase in the door, do a walkthrough, look under that bed, look in those closets, make sure everything is good. Peel your sheets back and check and make sure there are no bed bugs. And always put dryer sheets in your bag to prevent bed bugs from getting into your bag. So what I used to do, and I stopped, is I would put my bag on my second bed if there was an extra bed in the room. But like I just stopped it because we have these online groups with my airline, and I read that like people's bags had bed bugs and things of that nature. So I was like, no way, not going down. So I just stopped, and I usually put it on the little luggage holder. All right, so make sure you work out in the hotel. It's just really important. I try to work out as soon as I get there, if I work out, but use that to your advantage and be flexible. Okay, be very, very flexible, because your first 6 months you're on probation, and the first 6 months are the most critical months of your flight attendant career, I urge you to not overfly. Don't beat your body down. I know you're excited. You just earned your wings. You want to see the world. Trust me when I say it will be there. It's not leaving. Now, if there is a destination that, you know, the company says, hey, we're going to be getting rid of this soon, then try to go there. But don't beat yourself up at all. If you can, stay at your base for the duration of your trips, the duration of the 6 months. Just be very local. Make it easy for you. You just came off of a high in training, very stressful, and you just want things to be, you don't want to make it as complicated as it could be, right? We're going to make it less complicated. So yes, I live in New York City. However, I did have friends that were staying with me who didn't live in New York, and you know, I always made sure that I looked out, you know, for my people. But what I want to say to you is your first 6 months are everything. Some people may say, oh, you can never call out. Maybe once, right? Your body needs to get used to flying in the air. Your body needs a lot of water. Your body needs to stay hydrated. Don't overfly. Yes, you want to make money. I get it. But I have to say, man, what helped me make it through my first 6 months as a flight attendant, because my 1 year anniversary is in 1 week. So what helped me make it through my first 6 months is not beating myself down. I just trucked along and did what I had to do. You'll have a series of meetings with your manager to just make sure you're on track. And you have to stay on track because you want to be able to go to, like, you know, this event, which pretty much says that you flew right, you did everything the way that you're supposed to, and you don't want anything else in your file. Now, if you are one of those people who just was a hot mess in training, you may have probation for 12 months. You may have it for 18 months. So depending on the duration of your, you know, it may not be 6 months. It may be 7. It may be 8. Who really knows? But all I'm going to say, take care of yourself. That is so important. Don't overfly. Do what you need to do. Make your money, but pace yourself. Man, when I did 115 hours, I don't know how it happened. Because I should also say that when you graduate training, you already have a line. So you already have a schedule. It's not anything hectic. You can move it around as soon as you graduate or whatever, but you already have trips. We're not one of those like reserve airlines where I guess when you graduate, you're just kind of like, all right, well, what am I going to do? No, you go straight into it, okay? You are soaring high. Wings are out. Lego. So, with that being said, just take it easy. The first 6 months, they are watching you, and you're not flight leader qualified, so you won't be working in the front unless they escalate you, which means on A days it could potentially happen, or if it's just, you know, a regular trip and you guys are all junior and they got to put one of you as the flight leader, it could happen. Don't be scared. Trust yourself. Trust everything that you have learned in training. Everything you've learned in training, and just know that, like, you know what I mean? They set you up for success. So you don't backtrack on that success and throw yourself down the drain. I am stressing to you. Don't overfly. Set your alarms. Don't oversleep. Don't be the last person to the van for pickup. If pickup is at 6:05, be downstairs at 5:55. No late sign-ins. Do not sign in late. It all counts against you. Even if it was after 6 months or after your probationary period, it all counts against you. So take care of yourself. And last but not least, if I have left out anything that you guys specifically want to know about, let me know. I'm happy to share. But last but not least, you have to non-rev. That means non-revenue. The company's not getting any revenue off of you flying. Go places. Let's just go places. Let's see places. You need a travel buddy? Hit me up, because let's go. I want to go. I have been so many places. My fiance and I just been jet setting around the world. Well, we haven't been walking, so I guess I shouldn't be doing that. We've been but we have been so many places. And if you can get to St. Martin, we went to St. Martin and then went to Anguilla and St. Bart's, and it was everything. We've already went twice. I've been to the Bahamas, I've been to LA, I've been to Puerto Rico. I have been, oh my God, so many different places just all around, and we're going somewhere in a week. So with all of that being said, make sure you use your benefits. Be smart about who you list as your travel companion. I had a friend who listed somebody and then they stopped talking, so that wasn't a good thing. So just be careful with who you list as your travel companion. And if you, you know, take your parents places. If you have kids, they're free until they're 24. Hello, somebody. Just go. See the world. See the world. And have fun. Have fun. Take care of yourself. The first 6 months are critical. Super critical. But you can do it. They hired you for a reason. They believe you. You got it. And you just got to get it. Oh, and I should also add, I can't really show you guys this device in its entirety, but your life will revolve around this pretty little device. Can't get into all the details, but it's like a little bigger than an iPhone, and it is how, you know, you can go in there to look at your schedules, and you'll read your announcements from there, and you'll sell food from there on the plane and all that good stuff. But I'm happy to share more. Let me know what you guys want to see. Congratulations. Get through training. Keep your head up. You can do it. Drink your water. Stay beautiful. Stay beautiful. Stay beautiful. And thank you guys for your support. I truly do appreciate it. Please let me know if I can help you in any other ways. I love you guys. Stay blessed. And keep your head up. And if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe. Peace. Set your alarms, y'all. Let me tell you something. So my roommate and I, on day 3, which was our picture day for our IDs, we were supposed to be there at 7:30. We woke up at like 7. I was like, Maria,